Hello, everybody, from the Garlitz Hyperformance Garage channel. Didn't do jack shit this weekend. Had a little 4th of July get together at a cousin's house. Had that last night. I got firework footage. You'll all be seeing that. And, of course, you get a bunch of little kids running around being annoying and all that other bullshit. So I figured I would just bring that little video to you. Of course, I thought it was going to turn into a rain event, but it didn't. Of course, the 4th isn't until Tuesday, which I have the day off. Can't believe it. It's actually nice and breezy here today. There's a little threat of rain lingering around, which it doesn't matter. I don't fucking care. I did get the LTD. Old grandma, got her cleaned up and got her moving around, and took her up and got some gas in her, even though the tags are expired still. But it's still on insurance, so that's all that's important. But my next paycheck, I'm gonna have to get another battery, and I'm gonna have to get the tags renewed on it as soon as I can. I lost the renewal form for it, so I'm gonna have to do it online and do it that way. That ought to be interesting. I don't think I've done that yet, because the MBA around here in the state of Maryland sucks ass, because it's the Maryland DOT. It's the Maryland Department of Transportation now. It's not going to be the Motor Vehicle Administration anymore. They're going to change it to the Maryland Department of Transportation, which means we can just take your fucking license just because, more or less. These days it don't surprise me none. They can just come and take the motherfucker if they want to, because they're a bunch of dicks. And they just want your fucking money. They want to watch you squirm. So I figured I'd take my bullshit depressions out on some. I'd take them with some beer today. So I have a lot of garbage to burn, and I don't want to burn it because it's kind of breezy today. I don't really want to have ashes and shit blowing around all over the fucking place. Plus, there's kind of a burn advisory out around here, even though it rained for probably about over an hour yesterday. It rained a lot. I mean, pulled up everywhere. I had to tape my fuel cell cap on my truck because I was afraid water was going to get in it. I taped it. I knew it was going to rain, so I taped across the lid because I wasn't sure how good the seal is on it. I mean, gas doesn't splash out from the inside, but you never know. Just want to take a precaution. Just want to make sure I get that taken care of. I have to drip the tape off of it now. And actually, yesterday morning, I went up to get a few things for the picnic we had yesterday, because it was a bring your own thing. And I had to go up and get some ice, and I just brought bags of potato chips. I bought a couple bags and shot the shit with a few folks I knew up there at the store. And I was on my way home. And the old girl shut down. It's coming down the hill from where the shopping center is, and the old girl just died. I was like, Beast, talk to me. What's wrong? And it's like it didn't just like that. It gradually, like a diesel would. Because I noticed that when you got a bad injector in an old dump truck, that they'll work perfectly on the Jake side. You got your Jake brake on, but when you start to feed it fuel to get up the next hill, it doesn't run where the fuck. And it wants to shut off. So that's kind of what it put me in the mind of. It was weird. So anyway, I get down there. I'm thinking the spark module's probably out of it. because I wheeled it over. I couldn't because the switch is in the dash, not on the column, and I couldn't look to see if there was spark because I had a screwdriver with me, and I thought I'll jam that in the plug wire and put it against somewhere to arc it against the ground to see if there's some spark. I couldn't do it. I couldn't hold that and reach clear around in there because I don't have, I don't have the length of arms like an octopus would to go in there and turn the key and watch for sparks at the same time. So I sat around and stared at it for a few minutes, and I thought, yep, I'm going to have to call a tow truck. So I called my good friends up here at Kyle's Towing. They towed me home. The feller came and towed me. Of course, I figured I'd had like a bunch of dickheads stop and try to tell me what the fuck's wrong with my own truck. Because last time I broke down anywhere, everybody had some advice. Well, maybe if you do this or that, that'll probably help. That's probably what's wrong. And it's like, nah. It's like, I know what's wrong. Well, at least I thought I did at the time. The feller came, picked me up, put the truck on the roll back, brought it back here. I said, just put her down in the driveway. I said, I'll get it running. I'll put it in the garage. So I opened the hood and I was looking around, got my test light out, turned the switch on, noticed there wasn't no power to the coil. None. And I thought, well, that's a problem. I thought maybe I got a fuse blown in here in the fuse box. Because I thought I smelt more electrical burning. And that smell was actually a plug wire up against one of the headers. So I'm just going to do the right thing. I'm just going to get some electric tape and just tape that up. Who cares? So then I got to look and I jiggled the wire around. I pulled it down out of the battery side of the HEI. There was no wire on the other end. It was just the wire coming out of the cab to that point was just, it was non-existent. So I had to run new wire, ran it up to that, and yes, I used the dreaded wire nuts. Because everybody hates wire nuts, except for me, because they're like an extra hand. I wrapped them babies up with wire nuts, and it worked perfectly. Put that son of a bitch together. And then I wrapped it up with electrical tape. I said, fuck it. Wrapped it up with electrical tape. Plugged that baby back in. Fired right up. No problems. No issues. Then I ran it out to the picnic. It rained like a motherfucker for about an hour and a half. And I did seal up my cab leak too. Found that out there. That was pretty good. Just a little test of my findings. So, and I also found out that wheels off of at least up to 1998, 99, I'm going to say 99, wheels off of a ton dually will fit my 3/4 ton Chevy here. It will fit the C20. So I'm probably going to get a set of steel wheels. I might even put duals on the back of that bitch and redneck it out maybe a little bit. With my zombies. I'm going to put my zombies on it. Oh yeah, it's going to be something. It's going to be a show. It's going to be perfect. So, everybody, that's all I got for you for this weekend. Not a lot going on. Just that party, and hauled my trash today and just kind of sat around here. Got the LTD running, took it down, scrubbed it. Boy, the paint's just coming off that thing. Been sitting outside. I sprayed this degreaser all over because it was really dirty, and I scrubbed it down. My water looked like white paint in the bucket. So I have one of these automotive mops. I like to run over my cars because I don't like bending down and standing on my head to wash things. So I just get one. I got one of these automotive mops and use that. And yeah, there's still a little bit of streaking from the old paint on the windows and stuff. I'm just going to let it go because, just a couple rainstorms I washed off. But another thing, those other wheels I had for the LTD there, lo and behold, they must be really old because they'll only fit over drum brakes. They will not fit, even though they're 14-inch, they will not fit over calipers, even if you have 14-inch wheels on the car from the factory. These aftermarket wheels must have been made before they offered a lot of disc brakes on things. They look like a set of American racing wheels. They kind of look like the torque thrust a little bit, but through each spoke they have a center line through each spoke. I'm not sure what you call those. I have no fucking clue what they are. I'd have to look it up, I guess. But I'm pretty sure American Racing makes those. So they are very old. I mean, they fit right over the studs perfectly. But because of it dragging against or on top of the caliper, because the wheel had a bulge in it on the inside, I couldn't get no I couldn't get no lug nuts to start on any studs because it wouldn't go back far enough. So with that, I guess they'll fit on the back if I ever need them. Because they already got tires mounted on them, good tires. I'll just hang on to them, I guess. Might bring them in here and sit them somewhere so they don't rust up again. I'll put that rust killer on that stuff. It'll still rust. It'll rust again. Just because it's rust killer, it will. It'll rust. It doesn't matter. So don't let that be fooled. Don't let that fool you. I'm starting to sound like Joe Biden here. I'm fucking mumbling and shit. So don't let that fool you. That stuff, it says, they say, oh, it kills the rust, turns it into something else. It turns it black, which it does. It does do that. But that rust will activate again. It ain't completely dead. You paint over that shit, you let that stuff sit out there and wear a little bit, that steel, that oxygen will penetrate that steel and it'll bring that rust back out. It will eventually. So everybody, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
All the way down there?
Yeah.
I heard, oh, damn it. She said, oh,
Yeah, she did right behind me.
That was loud.
My sister used to do that. Because it's her birthday.
Here. Stay up.
Stay up here. Engines. Indians. I think that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Brian. That says it all.
Okay. I get you. Picking up what you throwing down.
Did you have fun, fart face? What happened to you? Somebody step on your hand or something over there on the trampoline a little while ago? You were there crying? What happened?
No, on the trampoline, I was over there and like when I was moving around, I like skinned my foot.
Oh. Okay.
There's a star in the sky.
Alrighty.
Normally what happens? I say, what happened to this? I don't know. I sent it home. I'm like, who did you go with? Dad. I'm like, oh, that explains it all. It's in Dad's truck. That's all. It's Dad's truck and everything.
The cops will be here soon. What are you hitting me for? Quit hitting me. Quit hitting me.
What do you think now, Bill?
So ain't that the best time to fart? Is whenever they're banging?
Yeah, we're
And you say, "Son of a
We're
bitch, they smell like rotten eggs."
Yeah, that must be a sulfur. Oh, it's a good time to fart anytime. You can't let that. You gotta get that out of your system. It's good to hold.
The other one sounds like he's coming from the flat down there.
I think that's over where it starts.
Okay.
The Dottie's all the way in the bottom or over Dottie's.
Dottie down in the bottom. Down on the farm where
Oh, I was just say, okay, I didn't think that was over the Dottie's.
no, her daughter's right there.
That's what I thought. I never thought about it. We should have gone down and told her to save her for tomorrow night. Well, I set them all off the same night. See, there probably will be fireworks somewhere. I wonder when they're having probably 4th of July.
Probably. Go up there
Last
at the
time we went
fucking.
up there, they charged me to park in the parking lot.
Yeah, I always used to go out there around the college, is where I always go.
That was $7 a parking lot. I just don't mind. You don't even know the parking lot belongs to the county.
I usually go out there around the college and sit in one of the parking lots out there. You don't charge nothing. Sit out
Burger, you
there.
can sit over at Burger King, see everything. Those people get their boat, get on out on them boats.
Tony's down there or something.
They don't.
Oh, some of them is kind of close to the ground over there.
I don't know. I just feel stickiness. For some reason. Oh, don't worry about it. You going down? I'll go if you stay home. They have a motor for a little more too. Extra five. When's Marysville, Pennsylvania having their fireworks? Okay. Welcome to Marysville.
Travis always tells us because we always go over there and look at all.
His some of his
Oh,
places.
I think that's it.